What's up guys, this is Yacineygo. So we just got a new card from Doom of Dimensions announced today, and we're gonna check it out as soon as you smash the like and subscribe button. So this one is Onomatokage. So go ga 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 do 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 zubaba retrain of Kage to Kage, which was a card that Yuma played, if that's his name, I already forgot. Okay, so level 4 Dark Reptile, no shit. I wonder if the stats are the exact same as Kage to Kage. Hold on a second. Yes, okay. So it's always treated as a Zubaba, Gagaga, Go, and Dododo card, which is completely insane. There are only, I think, 1 or 2 other cards that are like that. Utopic Onomatopeia. Yeah, that one. And there might be another one. I forgot. This card is always treated... Yeah, there you go. So yeah, there's only 2 cards now. That is absolutely crazy. First and second effect once per turn. If you control a Zubaba, Gagaga, Go, and or Dododo monster and this card is in your hand or grave, you can special summon this card but banishing leaves the field. And then you can banish this card from your grave, return up to 2 Xyz monsters from your graveyard to the extra deck. Alright, so without a shadow of a doubt, this is quite an absurd card. I mean, it's extremely good. And I even would go as far as to say that it is significantly better than Dododo Dwarf Go Glove. And the reason why I say this is because... this card, if you draw it, it's actually not a brick. Dododo Dwarf Go Glove, if you draw it, you have to use it as your normal summon, in the Ryzeal deck at the very least. It doesn't summon itself from the hand or grave, it's only from the graveyard. So obviously if you play the actual Utopic deck, then it doesn't matter. It's not a really bad thing for you, but obviously you'd rather not draw it, you'd rather send it to from the deck to the graveyard. But now there's not only a second monster that you can send, which is obviously, I mean, good in case you play, I mean, if you want to play like a bigger package, like maybe 3 Dododo Warrior and 1 Dododo Dwarf Go Glove, 1 Onomatokage, potentially 1 to 3 copies of Go Goblinberg, which obviously can summon this because it summons a non-warrior Go monster, I think, from your deck. Forgot, actually. Hold on a second. And the fact that it is all 4 means that it is searchable by the detach effect of quite literally every single Zubaba, Go, Dododo, and Gagaga monster. Quite clearly, this is extremely good. I'm trying to think if there is a way to really make this even better. Could you potentially play Gagaga Ganbara Knight, which wasn't really good before, but now it might actually be worth playing. Zubaba Knight, I mean, yeah, it's also not really good. Zubaba Knight, searching this, at least you get to play the game. Like, you can search this, and then it becomes level 4, then you special summon it, and then you can obviously make a rank 4, you detach, you search the Gagaga Ganbara Knight, which kind of sucks, and then you do nothing. Okay, so yeah, Zubaba Knight, still dog shit. Gagaga Ganbara Knight doesn't really do much of anything. I mean, it's searching a Go monster is cool, but it searches Goblinberg, so if you have to use your normal summon, then it obviously defeats the purpose. So it's kind of shit. Like, I'd rather not play Gagaga Ganbara Knight. So honestly, the only cards that are still worth playing outside of the Utopic deck would be, yeah, Dododo Warrior and Go Goblinberg, and obviously the extra bricks that you can play. So I guess you can also play Zubaba and show Gagaga Coat with obviously Dododo Dwarf Go Glove and Onomatokage. But yeah, this card is without the shadow of a doubt, I mean, better than Dododo Dwarf Go Glove, just because of the first effect. And as an added bonus, it even has a second effect. So you can return up to 2 Xyz monsters from your grave to the extra deck, which, I mean, it means that it's not necessarily a great thing because Detonator can always be revived back with Twins of the Eclipse. And then also, like, your Ryzeal Cross can shuffle back your cards anyways. So it's not like it does all that much for you. Like, you probably don't really want to banish this card in the first place. One thing I will have to say is that this is a dark monster, unlike Dododo Dwarf Go Glove, which means that if Dododo Warrior is your starter, you're actually playing into Bestials. Honestly, it doesn't really matter all that much because Bestials are not super popular. The only decks that are really playing Bestials would be like Vanquish Soul and Malice. That's pretty much it. And obviously the Bestials decks, but that doesn't really count, like Bestial Fiendsmith, yeah. I wonder if that deck plays Bestials. Yeah, I don't know. This card is still obviously much better than Dododo Dwarf Go Glove. Not by a super long shot, but the fact that you can summon it from the hand, that's pretty relevant. It means that you can actually dedicate... I mean, it means that this card is never a Garnet. It's at the very least like Attack at Tumborg, which is still good. But if you want to play this on top of Dododo Dwarf Go Glove, yeah, sure, you're gonna have like 1 extra brick in your deck, quote unquote, but it's still probably gonna make your deck like much better. And honestly, like I said, it probably like incentivizes like a bigger Zubaba, Gagaga, whatever like engine in your deck, and probably would make you want to consider cards that you weren't trying to play before. So like at the current moment, where I think the Warrior and the Dwarf Glove are like the only cards that you absolutely need. I'm looking forward to see what people are going to be doing once we get, well, first of all, once like we get the ban list, because there is absolutely no guarantee that Ryzeal is going to be, you know, playable after the ban list. Probably not, because they obviously have to sell, you know, Justice Hunters, and the best way to do that is by making sure that Ryzeal and Malice get the ban hammer. I think this card, like I said, it's gonna have a pretty nice impact once we get it, whether it's in Ryzeal or outside. Like maybe the actual Utopic deck could be worth playing once we get this. But yeah, you guys let me know how you feel about this card in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.